this fits all the buckets. 911. You take the middle of the roof off. It's a manual. It's all-wheel drive. And it's a GTS. Damn. I need to get real estate. Well, we had to do some surgery. So if you open this cover here, this cover pops off. You can get into here. Oh, it doesn't like that. And the problem I had was that the filament was broken off in here. And it wouldn't load, go backwards. So I tore this whole thing apart. This thing's old and it's rather hot in here and it's got brittle. But I got it to load. Unfortunately, now it's, oh Jesus, now it's pissed. How does this work? Well, anyhow, I still haven't got anything printed yet because it's been calibrating and I think I just reset it too. Well, we'll figure it out. I did find additional heads here. So the heads of the part that actually spits out the goo. And these heads are for different materials. There's ABS, which is what's in there, and then there's PLA. And I found ABS is what I've been using. There's some TPU and PLA. PLA is what I have at home. Trays. Well, sweet. So what's the material? I assume those are not open. Should go in there. Oh, that's sealed good. So we got extra heads and we get extra material. All right. That took a week. We got it done. What is happening? So we need this. We just need our gears. We'll put these on later. Gotta use two hands to get these off. We finally got a print. What was happening last week is it would start failing as soon as I tried to print the real part. It would do the peel. The white part fine, which is just the bed for this to sit on, but everything else wouldn't work. And then I finally realized the air, called it a build error, which I interpreted at first as I'm trying to make the model print physically, but the model and the computer doesn't match what it can do, but it was having problems building the layers. And after about a day or two understanding that, I tried to take the stuff out and it wouldn't eject, and then I cut it and it had to tear the whole thing apart to get to there. So anyhow, maybe tomorrow we'll do a bigger print. I'm trying to get myself familiar. One day somebody's going to ask for something and I'll be like, I don't know. So there's an actual method to my madness. Well, I got the plastic off most of it. I got them off these. Show those later. I forget what, I remember that is. This one, however, I managed to break because the stuff was inside, the stuff being the support. I got to go in and change the cap model not to draw the support so high. It didn't need that much. I mean, none of this really needed that much support. Now the support tends to be hollow, so a lot of times you can just break it off. It's fairly brittle. This tends to bend more than push. And then I thought that would be thicker. So I'm gonna go put that in the trash and take these home. These are for Leatherman, those, and this is for Unify wireless devices, which I'll demonstrate later. So this is not a normal meal. It's got the coleslaw made from coal and slaw, and the chicken with the sauce, and potatoes made with the potatoes, and the soup made with the vegetables, and ice water. Tomorrow we'll go back to the canned meals. This is a new park in Geauga County. I gotta film with my left hand because my right one's got this. It's marshy. You can tell by the way the water is. Thick. Oh, there's a bird that's Canadian. Oh, great. Great. Undocumented. Completely undocumented. Great. There it is. Come on. Come on. Let's go. There you go. Now you can see the birdies. Where are the birdies? Did you find your humans? So we got birdies. Yeah, I don't know how many acres this is. Seems like a few. There's a barn over there. Houses over there. So it can't be that big. Maybe 30 acres. There's a bird. A little birdie. So about 6 months ago, I was on the Nextdoor app, and guy said he had free propane tanks, and I said, yeah, I'd love a free propane tank. And then he never replied back. So this morning he replied back and goes, oh yeah, I deleted the Facebook app and I reinstalled it. I saw you that I told you I had some free propane tanks. You still want them? And I said, yeah. And then he says, well, I don't know if they're propane tanks. I go, well, what do you think they are? And he sent a picture. Well, I think they're insulation tanks, spray insulation. And there's 4 of them. And there's a part A and a part B, which is a 2-part. And he says he might have the gun and he doesn't want them. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take them off your hands. So if this works out, I can spray foam at least half of my underneath my garage ceiling, which goes to the upstairs, so I can get some better insulation. Because that insulation will insulate, but it'll also provide a vapor barrier, which will help insulate even more better. So we're off to go get that. It's a 7-minute drive. So being that they're outside and it's been raining, we're gonna plop them inside the truck here. Hopefully this thing doesn't jump out. It starts raining as soon as I leave, but there we go. Looks like it's got one set of hoses. Now these don't solidify till they mix inside of the gun. But the gun's looking a little used. I think I still have tips, so I'll play with this later. But yeah, she's looking a little crusty, but whatever's in there should be fine. I shouldn't pull that. I'm just gonna set them in the garage for now. Hope they don't explode. That'd be hilarious. No way. Well, that's embarrassing. I was so deep into thought that I forgot I really needed to stop for gas. So I went right by the gas station. Fortunately, we got up the big hill called Third Thick Hill, and we can glide the rest of the way if necessary. Hopefully we won't have to do that. Jesus. I was thinking about how I want to paint the garage, and I have to do it this year. And I got to prime it too. Well, deep thoughts. Well, I guess maybe I had half a gallon. No, it's a 13-gallon tank. So, she was definitely empty. Nah, I looked it up. It's a 14-gallon tank, so theoretically I had half left. Not much, though. So, I got a Bluetooth speaker at a garage sale. And this one keeps looking at it when I type because it goes click, click, click. It's like turning red. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. Messing with the doggy. Messing with the doggy. Taking a video. I need contact, Joe. Contact doesn't make it up. So we're in a place called Kent. And apparently they took a people car. They made it into a restaurant. It's classic steel. Look at the size of that, guys. Yeah, got the air brakes. That does stuff. I don't know what that does. Looks like, oh, this had engines. I'm not following that. Fans, wheels. Thought it was an in. Yeah. I don't know. Was a restaurant, I guess. I don't know. I guess. Very cool. The Amazon guy brought cat food, a tie out for the dog. I'll try this. I get allergies, and that's supposed to help. 9-volt batteries for the smoke detectors that need batteries. These are godsend. With a bottle of that every 2 months. Turmeric for the wife. Earl filters. I think one's for the Volt, one's for the Honda, Sophie's car. Antiseptic throat, and there goes there. And yeah, the ants are back. So we all went out to eat, and yeah, I'm driving on Pioneer Trail, and I go by and I see this sitting out in the trash. And it's really obvious because it's a big red box. It was sitting on top of a Craftsman rolling unit, but one drawer was broken. There were missing parts, and I couldn't fit it in the car. But I grabbed this one. It's a snap-on? Stack-on, not a snap-on. It's got stuff in there, so we'll clean that out. If anything, I'll donate it. It's a pretty durable unit. So yeah. See, it's not my fault. I don't even try to find this stuff, and it just pops out right at me. She's very excited. We were kind of late, about 8:30. There's some chainsaw tech for you. An old electric one. I like the weight reduction on that. That's a two-man. Looks like a military one. Maybe for cutting wood slabs, because it's got this bar in there. Bantam. I've heard of that. These are handy for moving things. Spikes growing up trees. Jesus. Some good times are had there. For those of you that thought REO Speedwagon was a band name only, it was actually a manufacturer of trucks back in the day. Whew. That's one place to put the gas tank. Very cool. A long way to work today, so they were giving out free trees, sugar maple. I know exactly where to plant that in the yard. Offensively large chopstick, so that'll be handy. And then there's a big sale here. I love Arborwear. It's really, really heavy duty clothing. And these are like the world's most durable sweatpants. So they got pockets in the belt, and these were only like 20 bucks. So very happy about that. So time to go to work. It's almost lunchtime. Getting hungry. Dog, crazy dog. What are you doing, crazy dog? Come on. Gotta get the trash cans, crazy dog. We're gonna see Sean Colvin this weekend, so we're playing her on the Spotify. Hey, puppy. We got Dog Tie Down 101 here. This is as far as I could get it in there. I think I'm hitting concrete or something. I don't know, but come here. Yes. Yes, come on. Let's see how far we can go. Right about there's where it stops. I couldn't have picked a better spot. So you can stay out of the driveway. So you can have good times. You're having good times. Everybody's having good times. Well, maybe not her. Anyhow, get the pressure washer out. We got the dog at the door. He doesn't run very fast. Got the cat at the back. And yeah, we're gonna clean this bad boy out. And then maybe just got with the pressure washer. Then if we're feeling spry, we can go hit that. Yeah, gonna hit that. Gotta get a hose up there. That should be a challenge. Yeah, okay, so I pulled the spark plug out because it doesn't turn over. Sprayed some penetrating oil in the cylinder, put the spark plug back in. It's definitely got water in there because this is wide open. That's the air cleaner where that goes. We'll let that sit for a couple days. At the very least, I'm going to grab the wheels off of this, the tires, the hose, and the bits. And it's got scrap value. I don't know if the pump's any good. It's a Subaru engine. It's pretty reliable. But it's been unbolted. Like there's missing, and that must be loose or something. It's definitely got water in the crankcase, but it's worth playing around with. But for now, I'm going to just kind of move it around. This is kind of cute. It's like rotates, saves some spaces. Thought that was cute. Yeah. So we get that out of the way. Back to it. Cut grass, play with dog, pressure wash, tools. Which I got the little plastic out to take the stuff out and throw it in there that I'm going to keep. Everything else goes in there. I got this off, but this thing's just, you can hear it. I don't think it's good, so I'm going to cut up in small pieces, keep the ends and the rest of that container there. She'd object more to the chain situation. Anyhow, yeah, it turns out that this is fairly high quality, was high quality. She got metal in there. So I used the old spinning wheel. This thing is very powerful, but it worked well for this. Made a short list, so we'll pop that in the trash. Won't take up much room at all. And we'll get back to that. Okay, we got the treasures out. Some sort of pipe fitting, pressure gauge. A lot of these little guys here, which I think are part of bow and arrow, these little tips. I don't know why I had so many of those. Various fittings. I think these are brazing rods, so the rest is gonna go away. Can't use the world's shortest thing there. That's for. This is shit. Those are ads. The bugs are there. Looks like this is broken. It shouldn't look like that. I think I could fixate this fairly easily. Just needs to be ventilated back. Okay, that's disgusting. I wonder how the fuck she did that. She must have got behind. I don't know what she did. Popular, demand was on Chris's plate. Well, apparently kitty cat is on my plate. We got chicken, we got rice, we got chard, which is like lettuce, but it's not. We got a reduction sauce with apricot jam and chicken stock and salt and pepper. We have too much garlic. A lot of garlic? Should be a lot of garlic in there. I used 4 cloves because it said 2. 4 is better than 2. And yeah, it's time to eat. This is the before. And we'll see how the after goes. Gotta remember to change my tippage. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to use. Probably gonna use I'm gonna go with the 25, which is what I got on there. I think. Better check it. Okay, let's do the before, during, and after. So yeah, that's cleaning up pretty nice. Got a leakage issue here. What's going on? Well, I know what's going on. I don't know how to fix it. There we go. Maybe it's fixed. So yeah, we'll keep going, but definitely need it. Now, probably should use some soap on this, but I have a feeling I'll be doing this every year. That's kind of dirty too. Keep getting dripped on. Dog's very confused right now. Ain't perfect. The right thing to do would be to take a brush, put a little bleach on there. But I'm surprised how much goo is up there. Like I missed this spot. It's dirty up there, so I got to get a brush handle. Cleaning. But it's a lot better. At least you can tell it's made out of wood now, not made out of black mold. We got a lot done. Got the gasoline engine out. Got the tool chest washed. We got the deck washed. Even the outside, you can kind of tell where I didn't do it, where I did do it. Didn't do it, but I can hit that from the bottom. Tomorrow's supposed to rain from midnight to 6 a.m. or noon, I don't know. Did get the grass mowed, at least in the front yard. Gotta move the car in. It's definitely getting cooler. Wonder if she wants a fire. Probably not. What is that dog doing? Well, there's a bunch of garage sales around Cleveland and estate sales, but this one's closed, so the other ones aren't, I think. This is going to be interesting. The rain stopped, so we're going to do some outdoor activities. So, as you know, yesterday I power washed the upper deck. I'm going to do the downer deck now. So I got the pressure washer off. If it gets sunny, I'm going to deal with this valve cover gasket. I got to move all this, figure out where to go, and I got to work on this. Yeah, so, but first, been doing some 3D testing at work, and a couple weeks ago I printed this out. It doesn't exactly work the way I wanted it to, but it's for triangles, but all my triangles are thick steel, like that one's too thick, but it just kind of holds my things up there, so we'll just slide that in there. The other one I printed out is a bat ray holder. So I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to hang it, but basically you stick her up there and you slide your bat rays in. They just fit right in there. So this was a pain getting the support crap out. I don't know if you can still see, I got some whitish on there. It took me about 10 minutes to get out. So fortunately, I thought I had a really good spot for this, but maybe up there? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and get this done and start working out there. Did go to a garage sale that was kind of weird as an older guy, like in his 80s, and it was a barn with lots of antiques and stuff, but a lot of tools. Everything was marked. That's always a sign. Prices might be high when every freaking thing is marked. But I got these chairs for $2. So I have a stack of these chairs already. They sat out all night, so I'm gonna let them dry off. Hopefully it's gonna dry out. I mean, the sun's trying to come out. I'm gonna use a ladder and try and hit the areas. You still see the sconge. Yeah. So let's see if we can see from here where my chairs are. I haven't had a lot of big group activities lately, but over the years, so there's a bunch of wooden ones right there. So we'll add those to there. I got the metal ones too. I bought those for like $50, all those. Good for parties. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I ended up putting them there because I got lots of room there and not had a lot of room here, but at least it gets some stuff off of there. It's kind of a mess over there. But hey, I don't think you fully ever learn the art of power washing. You clean one thing and it gets dirt on the other, but I got the shit off the side of the house. I cleaned up over there. I got most of the gutter over there. Got some of the green stuff off of there. Cleaned up the front a bit. Need to do the other side. I can give you an update on the plan here. So scope creep, it happens. Happens to all of us. Basically, I think at the moment we're gonna probably do an L-shaped island here, but I might put like bar stools along here. And I want to keep it in the confines of the deck this way out, and then I don't care how far out. But I'm definitely gonna do a sink. I'm just gonna dump the drain into the drain that's gonna be here. External pizza oven. I'm just gonna put the pizza oven up when I use it and put it back down. Same thing with the grill. So on countertop, it's gonna be cement because cement lasts forever. And then I'm probably gonna use granite pieces on the tops. You know, just find pieces like, hey, I dropped this 20-foot piece of granite, now it doesn't fit. Okay, I'll buy it for $200. Or maybe I'll pour concrete. I don't know. But I'm gonna do, you know, a roof. How that looks, I don't know. Probably square, just kind of post, and then a roof. But I want to be under shelter. So that means that I need to do my trenching here. I need to level this area, or at least get it more or less not like this. I mean, on some 5 degrees, kind of like this is 5 degrees. I need to transfer electricals for a drain and for water. And the water will come over here. The electricals might come under either, and gas. So it's gonna be a challenge. And then I think, though I need to clarify this with the other one, eventually the next stage would be a big masonry fireplace here. So this would block the wind coming in. You'd have the cabinets here, some basic seating here. And I haven't figured that out because I gotta conceptualize. I think this is gonna get pushed over here a little bit. It's kind of, so yeah, that's currently the mental plan. So pour concrete, underwater utility, underground utilities, masonry block for the cabinets. I'll do like stainless steel inserts because they're only like a couple $100 for like built-ins. And then I'll find the grill on the eBay or Face Space Marketplace. Yeah, and then some sort of pavilion. It'll probably be just basically 4 posts. And what I may be supported within like on the concrete block. So there will have to be a big header here. I don't know if she wants the seating, the bar seating on this side. You need about 2 feet of, you know, if it sits out this far. So that's what I'm thinking. Steps over there, center between the 2 posts, cabinets, and then an L, and then also maybe be a grill here, and then counter space, sink, more counter space, because I can bring the counters out to here. So, and then they got 3 feet area here for getting in and out, so you can walk through here, and then a big ass fireplace. So, and I may end up doing just regular pavers, something like that. Because this is like a 10 by 10 and a lot of people have leftovers. I know I did, but not that much. Plus then I can use the bricks for the fireplace. So, hey. And on the fireplace I can mix bricks, but I got a lot of the same bricks here. So yeah, that's it. Gotta do a little more planning. I think I'm gonna make some cardboard pieces and kind of plop them out, let her visualize, kind of move those away. But I think next week I'm gonna wrench the trencher. So first trenching will be over here, and then I think I'll extend it over to here, pick this up, just put a drain in there, and then back there, you go from the drain where it exits all the way through over to here, pick this one up. I don't know if I'll do that because I can pull all those bricks up, but eventually that's gonna go there. But and then this. I go two ways on this one. I think I'm just going to put a pop up like a 6-inch drain down there and just come all the way down to here and tie it into there, and then it goes out to there. What I do need to do is establish heights. This is the highest part of the yard here, so everything kind of falls, but you know, it falls this way, and then do I fall this way? So that's why this needs to kind of be established, so I know where to go here. By established meaning a 5 degree, and then I know how far up or down I can go, because I don't want to go like create a little ditch. Theoretically, a French drain would be the appropriate thing to do, and just French drain it and dump into here, and then this picks up over there. But that's why I think I can do this in stages. I think I can, if I get this one here and I get that to pick up, there's a lot of water right there. If I get the drain over here, this picks up a lot of water. And then over there, picking up that area, that picks up a lot of water. And I have a feeling that this overflows and then goes into here. And if this didn't dip down, it probably wouldn't retain water as much. You kind of see how it's got a little dip there. So this just may be a matter of raising it up a little bit. So, chairs are drying out. That's good.
A friend! There's a black lab that lives around the corner from us, and they'll just run and run. And then the black lab will...
This is a 29 Cadillac. LaSalle. I was looking for Cadillac. I thought it was maybe Packard because the flathead V8, leather brake pads. That's the shock absorber. Rebuild on that. Wow. Just rebuilding the engine.
But I teach, and my kids all want.
And I believe it came from Chicago. It was used in Prohibition. Al Capone's gang.
100-gallon fresh, a 50-gallon fresh, and then a 50-gallon refill. And it all started with one little tank and with a beta fish.
Adjustable timing.
Yeah, we had a freshwater. Our octagonal one was saltwater.
Boot.
It was,
That's why they call it the boot.
You can see the reef one from the
Very cool.
So we
I guess you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So I was looking through here. I wanted something to grab some sheet metal with and bend. And I saw this one. I'm like, you know, this is a weird set of pliers. Like, why don't they come together? And I'm looking at it carefully. It says geared pliers, $5. Enhance. And I realized you pull them back all the way, and then this slides in. So it's there. And then if we pull this off all the way, then I can slide it in, and now they're there, and I can slide it in one more time, and now it opens up. Well, it's completely closed now, so you could adjust it. So there's all these little detents on the plier head itself. It actually works better with two hands. Yeah. Sorry. So you've got all these different detent settings that you can do as you move it in and out. Anyhow, cool. Put that back. More respect for. Did work well too for bending sheet metal. Okay, time's come. So we gotta get rid of this, all this, the cover, spark plugs, coil wires, and we're just gonna jump in and do it. Not sure. I think the best way to take this off is over there. I added this. This is a strut brace to keep the shock towers from moving and getting destroyed. Somebody drives the car aggressively That'd be me. Well, that might be the causation of this problem. So I got the cover off, and notice that these are in there and these are not. This is upside down, I believe. I think it's supposed to go like this. I might have done this all by myself 2 years ago and put that in backwards. Can't help when it's in upside down. Everything looks nice and clean in there. This is a challenge for a couple reasons. One is I kept dropping the parts. In fact, I had it out there and I moved it back in here so I could pick up the parts, and I'm about ready to push it back out because light's better outside. You would think that there'd just be bolts. No. There's studs that go in. Then there's a nut on top of the stud. Well, this is the stud with the nut. And then over here, we have all these caps. So basically, there's a cap on top, but then that just attaches. See, it's weird. It's like it's a rubber cap. And then this is actually what tightens it down. So when I tightened these, it did absolutely nothing. I tightened them last year, thinking maybe it was a little loose. What's he doing over there? Dirty. Anyhow, I think I've reclaimed all the parts. I think I'm going to move it back outside because I did drop a 10mm Sunplayers inside because I'm going to have to crawl underneath. It'd just be easier to see. But yeah, that can't be helpful having, and of course it's not going to torque down right because the goddamn thing was in upside down. Whoops. Okay, so pretty certain that these being on back, this one being on backwards didn't help any. But nonetheless, I RTV'd the fuck out of it. Did the old RTV in the vise to get it to come out. And put some more RTV around the lobes over there. It definitely was wetter over there and over here. So I'm gonna let that set for a few minutes and pop it back on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it back together, but I think I'm gonna order those rubber seals at a later date and pop those on. I mean, order them for a later date to put them on. Closer look, these aren't supposed to come out. These are supposed to be studs. So I'm gonna Loctite them and put them back in. What the fuck? Which makes more sense. Those have rubber washers and they fit on top. It's definitely recommended to replace those. So I'm gonna put all the studs in, at least line it up, but I gotta get more of those gaskets. So, that one's dry. Two of these cylinders are really wet. So what I'm doing is, you can't see, can you? It sounds like thunder. Crap. Basically you can kind of, well, maybe you can't see. Well, anyhow, trust me, there's stuff down there. So I'm putting a rag over it and I'm blowing compressed air through it. I gotta take that second one out. It makes sense because the whole thing wasn't plugged in properly. I'm pretty confident this is gonna work when I'm done though. It's raining. Ah, Christ, the aquarium's gonna get wet. Did get the grass cut before, so that's good. We're almost done here, so I've got the coil packs back in. I cleaned the oil out of the two cylinders. The middle one didn't, the last one didn't have oil in it. Weird. I got everything torqued down. I just need to reconnect the wiring harness. I'm gonna clean that up a little bit. Then plug it back in. I got that on. I gotta reconnect those two screws, put the beauty covers back on, and then put this back on, and we're ready to go. Nowhere, because it's raining. Yeah, so I tried to move it, and it's got a coolant sensor light, which can lead to overheating, which is exactly what I was doing. So I'm attempting to take it out. I've removed this so I can move this out of the way. And I removed one of these brackets out here. But the sensor we're trying to get to is right down there. I can't see the fucking camera. It's somewhere in there. How can I find it? Well, if you look straight, there it is. That's it. The biggest problem right now is I can't get the fucking clip off, and I don't know how it clips. Like usually there's a little plastic thing, like, you know, here you remove this, or that's a bad example. Like right here, you squeeze this little clip right here, and you just pull it out. It's really like this one. Anyhow, I gotta study these and figure this thing out. I gotta change the kids' oil. Well, the kids' car's done for the oil change the filter of the oil. Didn't encounter anything stripped. I just realized I didn't put an oil seal in there. That's good. She did start it up, filled up the oil filter, checked it again, put a little bore in. It takes less than 3 quarts. It keeps intermittently raining. I don't know what's up with that. So I realized halfway in the middle of a rain, I left the convertible top down of the Z. So I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna deal with this another day. A couple things. One, I'm gonna Google on the sensor because maybe I already have the sensor. I vaguely remember replacing it, or I don't know. I'm gonna deal with that now. So at least I get Z in here. Intermittently, while waiting for other people, I've been pulling all the data lines because they got little yellow indicators. You see a little one. Got most of them. Kind of need to go around there. I need to hit the front yard, but we'll do that later. I think I'm gonna take a nap. It's been a long weekend of doing a lot of little things. Eagles, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Led Zeppelin. That must have been a hell of a concert. The Cars. I went to school with the Belkin daughters. We're at the Kent stage, so let's see what we got. We got John Ruggren. That's a fairly new one. Macy Gray for there. Wallflowers. Pam Matheny. Bella Fleck. I had tickets for this, but I got in a fight with somebody. We didn't go. It's the one time I've ever not gone to a concert. I would really like to have gone to that concert. David Crosby. There's a rhythm section. Jimmy Vaughn. Todd Rundgren. Second time. David Crosby. Michael Nesmith for the Monkees. He recently died. Blues Traveler. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Al Stewart. Pure Prairie League. There you go. Another Rundgren. Aaron Neville. Robert Cray. Oh, that'd be awesome. Dr. John. Good performance. Another Rundgren. Zappa. That was a while ago. Dave Mason. That was, yeah, recent. Nick Lowe. Pretty cool.
When I saw the seats, it looked like they had
Got the guitars.
B left.